In this video, I'll be talking about how to find a place to live, what to look for in a winter coat, where to find affordable food, and how to save money on groceries, the job hunting process, and how to make your CV stand out. Stay tuned and let's get right into it. Hello, everyone. Welcome, and most importantly, welcome to Estonia to the international students arriving for the new school year this September. And I am so excited for you. My name is Cindy, and I know that you're about to embark on one of the most incredible adventures of your life. For many of you, the new school year is just about to kick off in September, which means you've already arrived or are likely to arrive before the end of September. I remember my own arrival 4 years ago on August 21st. As a new student, I was full of excitement and a little bit of nervous energy. I've learned so much since then, and I want to share my top tips with you so you can skip the awkward phase and get straight to the fun. Think of this as your international student cheat sheet. First challenge: where are you going to sleep? Now, listen, when I first got here, my first home was a student dorm at Tallinn University, and it's called Karu Hostel, and that's where I lived for my first year. It was the perfect place to start. You're surrounded by other students, you get to meet people from all over the world, and it just made settling in so much easier. Every major university in Estonia, from Tallinn to Tartu, has student dorms, and I highly recommend them for your first year. But if you're a bit more adventurous and you want your own space, going for a private rental is a great option. So, how does that work? First, you will need to use websites like city24.ee or kv.ee to find listings. When you find a place, get ready for the rental process. But before you sign anything, remember these golden rules. Rule 1: don't pay on anything you've seen until you've seen the place. I've heard horror stories of students paying a deposit for a place that didn't exist. Rule 2: the contract is everything. You will need to sign a rental agreement. Read it carefully. Most contracts in Estonia are fixed term, usually for a year. Initial payment is the third step. Expect to pay the first month's rent, a deposit, usually 1 month's rent, but legally it can be up to three, and sometimes a broker's fee. If you're in luck, you'll be renting directly from the landlord and wouldn't need to pay this broker's fee. Then the fourth step is the utilities. Ask to see the previous utility bills from both summer and winter. This is very important because the cost of the utility bills in summer can be widely different, and you need to know what you're getting into. Estonian winters are long and eating costs can get surprisingly high, so this will give you an idea of what to expect. Now, let's get into the code. My people, as a young woman who came from Nigeria, I knew what heat was, but I had no idea how cold it could get. I remember my first winter here. I was so unprepared, but I learned, and you will too. The secret to staying warm is all about layering. You need three key parts: your base layer, your middle layer, and the outer layer. The base layer is the foundation. Think of thermal leggings if you're female and a thermal top. Their job is to pull away moisture from your skin so you stay dry, because in the winter months it gets rainy, really damp, and sometimes it can snow, or most times it can snow. It depends on the weather. So you need to stay dry. Then your middle layer can be like a fleece or sweater made of wool to keep you warm. And then your outer layer is your winter armor. Your winter jacket needs to be windproof and waterproof. A long jacket that covers your bum is very important. Look for quality jackets with good hood and good zippers. And don't forget the accessories. Your hands and feet are the first to feel the cold. Invest in a good pair of warm waterproof boots. The ones with thick soles are best for the snow and ice, because trust me, you will be sliding on the ice a lot if you don't have good shoes. A good hat that covers your ears, a scarf for your neck, and thick gloves for your hands are a must. Now, for my favorite tip, you don't have to break the bank to get these things. Head to a second-hand shop like Humana or Pavli. If you haven't seen my Pavli video, please go watch. I found some amazing things for practically nothing at Pavli, including winter jackets. If you prefer to buy new things and want them delivered to your doorstep or close to you, online stores like ASOS and Shein also ship here, so you've got lots of options. My first winter boots, I got it from Amazon. So if you also want to try that out, it's safe and very easy. You get to stay warm, look good, and you're helping the planet. It's a win-win situation. Now, if you're a foodie and you're worried about how to get the most of the food here, because food is the fuel for your brain, so you have to get this right. Supermarkets like Rimi and Selva are everywhere across Estonia, and they've got everything you need. You even have stores like Lidl, you have stores like Prisma, Maxima, and so much more. Look out for their weekly sales. It's very important. That's how you save some serious cash. Pro tip: most of these stores like Rimi and Silver have free loyalty cards. This is an example of what a loyalty card looks like. This one is for Maxima, and this one you can use it in several stores in, I think, across Estonia. I live in Tallinn, so I get to use this a lot, especially when I go to trade house to shop for my, feminine stuff. It comes in handy with the discount, and these loyalty cards are free. All you need to do is to ask for one at the customer service desk. For this card, you will get it, I think, at Viru. I'm not sure what store, but just ask any of the sales people you meet in one of the stores to ask them about the partner card, and they will direct you to where you can get one for free. For quick budget-friendly meals, explore the local lunch spots. You can also order food from Wolt or Bolt Food to you. Many places have cheap daily specials as well, so you can also target those times to order food. And if you are homesick for a taste of homemade meals, there are great international food stores here, like African shops, Asian stores that you can buy things from. Now, for the serious stuff, and perhaps the most important thing you need to know as an international student: how to get a job in Estonia. If you are looking for a part-time job, you'll find plenty of opportunities online. But if you want something full-time that you can, hold on to while you study, because luckily for international students here in Estonia, you are not restricted to study hours or work hours. You have full leverage to work full-time as a student here, so make the most of it. In Estonia, it's all about who you know. Networking is a great deal here. My best advice: be active, go to your university's events, join student clubs, and talk to people. The best jobs often come from referrals. In fact, some companies here, or most companies, really rely on referrals from already employed people. What this means is that if I refer you, I can get paid for my referral if you get hired. So because of this, a lot of people, value referrals. So don't forget to make good friends. Now, about your CV, because of course we all know that you can't get a job without a good CV, aside from a good referral. While there isn't one strict European standard that's required, a clean professional CV is key. Estonian employers generally prefer a straightforward, concise document, no more than 2 pages. Here is what they look for: clear sections, highlight your skills, and proofread. For clear sections, you need to make sure that your personal details, your work experience, your education and skills are well written in reverse chronological order. Then you need to highlight your skills. Be specific about your skills and language abilities. Ensure that you state the exact languages that you speak. If you only speak English, all well and good. Make sure you state this in your CV. And if you speak multi-languages, you're multilingual, you speak English and French, please state this clearly rather than just writing multilingual, because it's very important. Some jobs here require you to understand more than one language, and to be a nice thing for them to see this in your CV to know if they'll be interested in, getting you to interview for the role. Then proofread. After you've done your CV no more than 2 pages, you've written clear sections highlighting your skills and language abilities. Proofread for typos or grammatical mistakes, as this can be seen as a red flag. So read it multiple times before you send it out. Your CV is important, but networking is the real magic. Make sure to put yourself out there and make connections. That's how you get your foot in the door. And last but not the least is transportation and getting around in Estonia. Each city in Estonia has a great public transport system. For those of us who live in Tallinn, it's an absolute game changer. As a registered resident, you can get a green card and travel for free. I mean, free. This is what a green card looks like. This is what we use to get into the buses and trams or trolleys for free. We don't pay with this card. You just tap the card reader and you're good to go. It's a huge benefit of living in the capital. Other cities like Tartu have very efficient systems as well. The system is so reliable and easy to use. You feel like a local in no time. And to my parting words, my journey here has been incredible. This country has become my second home, and I know it can be yours too. Don't be afraid to ask for help, explore every corner, and make tons of new friends. And remember, the first few weeks, months might be a little bumpy, but they're absolutely worth it. So, from one international student, former international student to you, I welcome you to Estonia. You've got this. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments below and be sure to hit the like and subscribe button. I would really love to hear from you. Let me know what school you got into and what you'll be studying. How has your experience been so far? What is your perception of the country? And I will see you around. Thank you so much for watching, and to my 100 and something subscribers, thank you for staying with me. See you in my next video. Bye.